inside.
See the new look.
Each kid's a neighborhood song.
Now this video is going to tell us about my idea about Kawall Primary School and what I learned in my research.
This school has a brand new look. Now these are the original guys that started this school. This was the old look of the school with the L shape there, and this is the front of the old building. This is a new tarmac that was installed here.
This school, where it is located right now, is the second location. The first location was side of Jatan. That was the first location.
More from the old school,
Yeah.
school 21 art section.
The first
And then
school.
go to my grandmother.
The first school.
Yes.
And that was Jatan, side of Jatan then.
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
This school started out as a Canadian mission school and got its name from the Kawall family. The first name of the school was Professor Kawall Canadian Mission School. It was mainly run by the church at that time. Kawall and his wife played a big part.
That was the first location. And then in the 1930s it was built at the current location where it is right now. Now the contractor for that was Mr. Rahmat. That's Teacher Farouk's uncle. And it was done on a mostly like a self-help job, the first building. So my grandfather was also one of the persons working on that building when it was put up the first time. Now over the years you had one building, then you had a second part was attached to the L-shaped. And it becomes a time when I used to go to school in the 1960s where it was overcrowded. So they had two shifts. One in the morning and one in the afternoon. I happened to be in the afternoon shift when I was in the third standard. And it was very difficult time for kids to go to school because you had to actually start your school in the afternoon, and whereas other students start in the morning. So by the time you get home in the afternoon, it started to get dark. So it was a tough period until they started to collect money to do the extension on the east side. And that was built in the 1960s, around 1968 I think, 69, under J.G. Boodoo. It was actually partly government and self-help also. A lot of donation from the community. I was there when the school was actually finished. I was informed too. And it was finished in that period, and that was when J.G. Boodoo actually left, retired.
As you can see, it's early in the morning and the children are playing outside, full of energy. This is the back of the school. Looking from the back step, and you can see it's not in good condition. And these kids are always happy, and it's been the case when I was also teaching in school. That empty spot there used to be where the pipes were, that you had to wash your feet before you go to school. Now, when the bell rings, actually, when I was in school, you could see the J.G. Boodoo was standing at the gate with a big cane, and if you're late, he'll be whacking as you pass. So you cannot come late to school. As you can see, the children here are still wearing the green uniform and the white. I also noticed that the boys are actually wearing uniform. Now this school, the location is ideal for learning. As you can see, the children are so full of energy. They're coming up the steps.
Oh, the sports.
We really need that.
The results are good.
Now this is the school I actually attended and became a teacher. There were many great teachers at this school, like Teacher Hari, Teacher Mohan, Teacher Soman, Teacher Martha and wife, Mrs. Hing, Doreen Mangal, Govind Prasad, Azmin and Farouk. These are just to mention a few. There are many other good teachers here that produced many great students that went to have flourishing careers. Now this is the entrance outside of the school, the trench, looking topside.
I'm visiting here after so many years actually, since I stopped teaching actually, in 1985. So that's the school right there, but it's not the same building it used to be.
Actually, the middle right side is the extension park and the left side is the new park. Now this is the board with all of the managers and head teachers who were included. The first manager was Cropper, you can see, and then you had Marshall, Reiner, Eller, Woods and Glazier. Now the headmasters list is, I will just repeat them very quickly. George, Kedu, Sita Prasad, Sugam Singh, James Ainak, Virasamy, E.B. Sukra, J.G. Boodoo, Henry Sahai, M. Raghu, Parvatan, Henry Sahai, J.G. Boodoo. The other star was Changur, Rati Singh, Aaron Haripal, Charles Singh, Sarju Prasad, Chunyal Soman, Loki Mohan, Kennedy Bagandas, Farooq Baksh, Shiftaran, Anita Das, and Sandra Singh. At the time of making this documentary, Yvonne is the acting headmistress right now. This is board with showing the extension project when it was started and completed. That is the side of the school with the new tarmac, and this is the inside of the school. As you can see, this is the new part actually. As you look down, like you split it in the middle, that is the old extension. And this is some of the pictures on the walls that he took. As you can see, these are all headmasters, teachers. That is Sukra, Parvatan. He played a very big part. J.J. Bulu was a stalwart of the school. He set the tone. In my period of time, I knew the guy. He was a very disciplined person. Aaron Harpal came in later on when I was a teacher. He was quite a character. Then you had Charles Singh, came in when I left. And these are all the headmasters who came in after I left. Sarju, Trinidad Soman, I used to know him very well. I used to teach alongside him. Little T, I know her, Bagundas, Mr. Farouk. Sheikh Charan, and Anita Das, the daughter of teacher Hari, who had like 2 daughters, trained teachers here. Now this is the inside of the school with all the trophies. Now what is missing there is the trophies for the cricket. Kawall was one of the top schools in cricket in his time when I was going to school. Most of those trophies probably are in the cupboards. I didn't get time to check them out. Now this is the inside of the school. The desks are similar in shape like when I was there. And the benches. When I was going to school also, you had to put up those benches on the desk for the sweeper to come. Tony used to help his grandmother in that period.
Grandmother, I used to help her because I was a young kid then, and I used to give her a little support. She used to take care of me. I grew up with her. She was a mother to me, and I used to help her to school. It was part of my job.
There is one simple prayer in the school now, but before time there were 3 prayers when I was going to school. And then in 1977 there was Hindu, Muslim and Christian prayers, but it was too taxing the children at the time, so they have the one prayer now. Now these children, I was able to interact with them and give them a little lesson here.
What is the name of your school? Kawall Primary School. Where is it located? Which section? South section, Canal No.2. Yeah. It is beautiful. The school is very disciplined.
I must thank Teacher Ivan for creating that scene for this video. This is the Kawall Primary School ground. It used to be one very smooth and level, had a beautiful cricket pitch there. Had many matches there. This ground was all full of children when I was here. You had many games to play, the cricket, volleyball and rounders, those were the main ones. Then you had inter-house athletic sports like Cropper House, Buddha House, Parvatan House, and Kawall House. We had a great inter-house sports here. It used to be a big occasion actually.
Still there.
So where the tent used to be?
The tent used to be down there. When the lady came, when Chef Sharon came, then we break down the
Tent.
tent.
Yeah, that tent I did my last class in when I was here in common entrance class. Now that's the look of the little extension they had there on this side. But it used to be bigger. Now I'm taking a stroll into the cricket ground here. The ground that used to have a lot of activities. Now in the 80s, this ground hold many big fairs. In the early 80s with many huge bands like Subha Qatar with David the Puran, the original bands, and Teacher Jahur, Soman, Marky, Ganesh. We used to be very active in this part of this program here and raise a lot of money for the school. Now that is where the old tent was. And this is Daisy, the neighbor there. You can see the ground is fenced now, but it wasn't fenced on that side when I was here. And behind there is the sports club. Many cricket used to be happening here on Sundays. When I was here, you had the young cricketers led by myself and my brother. Also, you had Evergreen led by Taj guys and Gil. And behind there, that ground used to be abandoned in that time. Now it's in excellent condition, with a brand new pavilion. Now earlier you saw the nursery school on that side, but the original building was built by the Chinese, but that building is no more. They have a new building there now. And this is the ground here, as you can see, in good condition here. Now this is the pitch is still here, as you can see.
He used to live right across the street, the road across the street in that house. Now in his time, he was very strict headmaster. He loved his cricket, and when cricket was played, we had to go outside and cheer for the school. And if you didn't do that, he would send you back in school. So you had to support the Kawall school players when they were batting or whether they were fielding.
Now many of the players from the school ended up playing for Cultural Cricket Club, one of the best clubs at the time. And some of the household names at that time were Tana, Sigobinson, Dopi, Nar, Pandey, Babsuku, Gop and Palo, Rudolph, Taj Isahak, Akalrai brothers, Suleiman, Rajkumar, Timo, Scado, Joey, my brother Saleh. Now this is a view from the bridge here as you look towards Consultancy Dam or something. As you can see on the right side where J.G. Good used to live, that house, and later Black Boy, that Zarina used to live there. On the side of the Batijar, and then on that side will be Jaduban's teacher dinner, and that's the iconic tree you can see here from the bridge. Onto the left side here used to be the dispensary. There's no more, and that building used to be very, very important for the health of the people. It's not there anymore. And this is a look down on the eastern side from the bridge. We've been looking towards the NDC building and the church.
That's all thing I sell here? Okay.
Now
this is the canteen area here where they buy some.
As you can see, the children playing, and they're buying also from the canteen. It was a great time. Before time there were many students here, and used to have vendors under the school bottom house. This is the break time and the children are playing. Now you notice they're playing a game they call used to be two, but it's a very short words and already just solo. 1-on-1. One student tried to pass the other student. Many years ago when I was coming to school, we used to have play marbles, Gucci as we call it. Now that's the original attendance board from period, and this school, apart from education, used to host many concerts actually inside here. With famous dancers like Dolly Bags, Fazia, the famous band from Wales, the Sohani Campbell, Mani Hanif, the originals band. They had magicians, skit shows in the school, so a lot of entertainment up. Now I'm standing on the south side looking across the fence to where the old bridge actually was. And to the right, that red top house used to be J.G. Guru's house. The roof was a little steeper on the top. Now, this was the main entrance, and to the right as you look here, this was the path that led you into the school yard. That's the front gates there, and this was the front door and the front steps there. That door, many students like myself went through there for the first time. Now on the right here, this is the flower garden, the most beautiful garden you can think about. And many
Now that strip of land that used to walk in from the bridge, it had to be watered every morning, except in the rainy season, but I mean it had to be watered and rolled. It was spick and span. It had rubbish on the top, so it was beautiful actually. And we had a garden on the side of the school which had many different kinds of flowers. It was like a botanical garden actually. So many flower plants we had under Rati Singh. That's when the government wanted people to have agriculture. They were emphasizing agriculture. So in the 1970s, that garden was converted into an agricultural garden. So Kawall, as it stands now, the old building and the L-shaped building were knocked down, and the extension part remained. So that's what you have right now, with the new part taking up the spot where the old building was. And the tent that was what was there in the outside before time, we had a dew grass roof, and then it was rebuilt and zinc roof was put on top of it. It was rebuilt in the 1970s, and it had a clay brick look on the outside. It's a very good building.
many different kinds of flowers, and further down that part will lead into the tent. But this is a view of the back of the building, and right here used to be the dispensary, which was taken care of by Hackett. Now this is the part actually right here coming up, and across there used to be, on the right used to be a big standpipe where you have to wash your feet before you go to school, because students been wearing boots in those days, and the water will be shut off like at 9 o'clock, so they actually had a receptacle there, a tank to collect the water. Now that's the look of the distance. Now this whole view is changed, and that's the original entrance from that big gate. You had PKCMS, Professor Kawall Canadian Mission School. As a kid, they used to have a false name for that PKCMS. As you can see, the tent is at the background there. That tent produced many students for the conventions.
But so, but school changed up a lot from when we've been known. I can't even recognize them now. The schoolyard. Yeah, like that building knocked down and everything, you know. This is a different view from the place. This is, as you can see there, school ground at the back there. The mango trees are still on the side. You have the church here still. This is the church here on the side, and the village office is on the other side.
My first time of teaching was second standard. Just on the second window there, I used to be sitting at my desk, and upstairs used to be Form 3, run by teacher Harry Ryan. It's a very interesting period. The school was crowded and very important. On those pit latrines, they were organized according to classes, male and female. Now behind and that, there's a drain, and over the drain this used to be the beehives. The school had produced many bottles of honey and used to sell it. It was abandoned in 1977 when it had an invasion of African bees. That's when it was stopped. And as you can see, a little bit of the garden there, and this is the front gate, the old building, and That is the front door that most students used to went there for the first time, including myself.
I'm standing here with Uncle Usman. He's one of the oldest person from Canal No.2 Polder here. He's 80 years old. And I would like you to tell him that what year you went to Kawall School? What year you attended Kawall School? 1941. 1941. He attended Kawall School 1941. At that time, it was Kawall Canadian Mission School.
Right.
Now, who was the headmaster of the school at that time? And can you remember the name of some of the teachers at the school at that time? Named Harry? Jack Mangle?
Like how much children you think they go to school then?
Well, about 300.
Okay. 300. And like everybody used to go to school or people used to stay away?
Most people just go to school because when you stay away, the teacher come and they find you. They carry to school. Yeah, they were flying very carefully.
We went to the Guyana, what the name Chatham, on flat. In a high, big little go play underneath them.
Like,
No big school, all them big
that was the first school.
Yeah, in that time. Then I built a Kawall school.
So why? So you've been a poor picture when you build?
Yes. We been a little when we got the old one. But when we got there, we start go to school.
And what, you can remember what class you're going when you go there?
Yes, ma'am. We go like big ABC.
When you said that?
We got, well, one minute we go man in Parvatan. That's school master.
So you start school like about what, 1936? You start school. One bill. One. And where Parvatan Ministry? Oh, you had on outside of school?
Not too far.
Oh, and a care for Parvatan there?
And Yusuf maybe was done house or something.
Uh-huh.
And he take him out and put on the
For Parvatan. So you, who else been to go to school with you? What you know at Canal? No. Balgreen? In the class?
No.
Oh. So what made them take out to your school? So you could have gone to school and turned bright then? But they want you to do housework? My view is that the headmasters or headmistresses that live in the community understand the school better. They are more catered to the needs of the children. Whereas any headmaster who does not live in the community just shows up and makes changes. For example, when Aaron Haripal was there, he actually caused many teachers to break up the family ties. He didn't want to see like a husband and wife in the school or a brother and sister who was teaching there in the community. He made sure he transferred them out of the school and remained one family. It was a very tough period. I was teaching at the time and it was very tough on teachers. He didn't want like people to be having this family. Before he came in, the school was like a big family, all the teachers, and you know there was no friction with nobody until he arrived. Then he started to like break up the camaraderie among the teachers, but the teachers stick together, and he eventually was isolated by himself. And when I was ready to come away to America, I actually had a headmaster by the name of Charles. He came in. So Kawall Primary School has been downgraded now to basically elementary school up to grade 6. Before time, we used to have children up to Form 3. and the high school section of the school now has to go away to Endeavour School, or if you don't pass the common entrance class, you end up at Endeavour Commons, and if you pass, you end up in whatever school you go to, whether it's schools in Georgetown, Potential, West Demerara Secondary. Now, it was my teaching career at Kawall was very memorable. I enjoyed every moment of it, and in my time I tried to do what I had to do. Now, Kawall Primary School has been one of the best schools that I can think about, because it was well disciplined. It had this learning atmosphere around it that you had to strive for the best, and it also had great teachers that in my time. After I left, there were great teachers, but I don't know most of them at that time. But most of the teachers that I knew were there to teach. They were not there to waste time. They wanted to see good results. And Kawall School will live on forever, whether it be an elementary school now or it was in its peak in the 70s and 80s, 60s. That's when the population was very high in Canal, so they had many students. Now the school doesn't even have, when I was there, 200 children attending because of the decline in the population.